What's up, everybody? We're going to go over patch notes. I think maintenance will probably be over. I think it was somebody said it was like 16 gig patch. I don't know. I automatically patched for me, so I didn't get to see. It was 11.4 gigabyte download. So make sure you get that sorted if you want to play tonight before it starts. So we have 39.2 coming probably within the next 3 hours. I think it was an 8.5 hour scheduled maintenance. 8.5 hour scheduled maintenance starting at, let me just double check. PUBG notification here. That started at 4 p.m. Pacific. So what is that? 12:30. So 2 hours from now. Usually it finishes about 30 to 45 minutes early. But like I said, it's kind of a larger patch. So maybe not. We'll see. We'll look at, this is a quick look here. The highlights of 39.2, we've been doing Erangel Subzero. Yeah, let's see here. Erangel Subzero now faces intense cold and whiteout conditions. New special zone, crashing satellites deal impact damage. Crashing satellites deal impact damage? Interesting. Okay. Generate blue zone spheres and offer special loot. Interesting. What's up, Jamone? In an hour, you're going to go 2 hours. Well, maybe. What's up, Harmony? Need that pink smoke? Quite like this yellow one. Let's see. Introducing the Frost Zone Bomb, a deployable explosive that creates a massive freezing blue zone sphere. It's scheduled for 2 hours, but I'm calling an hour early. Yeah, it's definitely, like I said, they usually do it 30-45 minutes early, depending on how it goes. I think you're right. It could be ready in an hour. The new thermal protection suit protects you from extreme cold and the blue zone. I don't know. Is this going to be a lootable item? It's got to be a lootable item. PC secondary password added to improve account security. On-screen notifications adjusted in Team Deathmatch. Thank God. Various spawn changes on Rondo. All right, let's check. I have this notebook LM thing, which is really cool. I basically input the sources. It's basically AI. I input the sources, and it's all of PUBG's patch notes and their store updates and everything, so I can talk to this about whatever. So if I need to be like, hey, what was the C4 changes back in, whatever, 19.3, I can pull it up quickly. Run that back.
Violent weather swings in Erangel. A new weapon to serve your revenge cold. And a secondary password for stronger account security. All this and more as we dive into the update 39.2 patch report.
Spanish.
First up, what started as a light snowfall is now a full-blown weather emergency in Erangel Subzero. With the climate control experiment gone awry, we'll now experience intense cold, whiteout conditions, and satellites crashing down from above. These crashing satellites act as a sort of red zone for Subzero, which deal impact damage and create multiple small blue zones around them. But this zone isn't all danger and death. You can loot the fallen satellites, if you happen to survive. Never expected to be running toward a crashing satellite, huh?
I wonder how they're going to target.
Erangel Subzero also features a new weapon called the Frost Zone Bomb. Simply deploy the Frost Zone Bomb near any area you want to chill to the bone. It can't be defused once set, so anybody nearby better hope they have a thermal protection suit handy. Speaking of that, there are thermal protection suits now to help with the harsh environment. These can only be looted from crashed satellites, so watch for falling objects while you're poking around in them. The suits don't last forever, so keep an eye on their condition before the cold sneaks up on you.
Oh, it's kind of like a blue zone.
Next up, you've asked us for stronger security measures for accounts, and we've listened. This update will add a secondary password to PUBG accounts for those who wish to enable it. Note that the secondary password will be required if you want to play ranked mode.
Oh, it's ranked.
Replacing the old SMS. Log in and secure your account once the update goes live. We've also adjusted on-screen notifications in Team Deathmatch, adjusted loot in various ways on Rondo, added a new survivor pass, and more. So be sure to check out the patch notes for full details. Update 39.2 is here, so snuggle up in a thermal suit, watch for falling satellites, and crank up the AC on those building campers. We'll see you on the battlegrounds.
That's wild. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. If you're not playing PUBG, go download it right now. Steam, Epic, Xbox, PlayStation. Yo, you know what that means? Pinche riéndote siempre matar. Sup logic. Alright, so we checked out that and that. Map service report. Look at that later. Erangel Subzero. Harsh. Erangel's harsh cold intensifies, ushering in a range of changes. Special zone satellite crash. Amid the unrelenting cold, a new threat emerges as satellites crash down from above, introducing a new special zone for Erangel Subzero. Special zone spawns 4 times per match, primarily within the safe zone. When a satellite crashes detected, a warning message appears on screen. It only happens 4 times per match. Okay. Upcoming special zone locations are displayed on the world map and mini map. After a short delay, satellites crash down along with multiple modules that generate blue zone spheres. Blue zone spheres deal 10 damage per second. I was using the MP5 the other day. The freezing effect is applied to the blue zone spheres. Is the freezing... I'm wondering if this is going to be a thing. Like, the freezing is going to go away, I assume. So that's just an effect for now. Various items can be looted from the crashed satellites. Crashing satellites deal impact damage. New weapon, Frost Zone Bomb. Meet Erangel Subzero's new weapon, the Frost Zone Bomb. Deploy it to create massive freezing blue zone and put enemies in danger. Inventory slot. It's a throwable. Weight 40. Does anybody happen to know what the weight of C4 is? What is the weight of C4? Can be deployed using the left mouse button. Deployment can be canceled midway. Deployment may be canceled by damage, collision, or movement. Can be placed on a flat surface with restrictions on certain terrain and objects. Project. Why is this taking forever? Exterior, let's see, can be deployed on most vehicles. You can deploy it on a vehicle with a few exceptions. It attaches to the exterior upon deployment. I thought the blue zone grenade launcher, those were supposed to stick to vehicles while they were moving, but in fact they did not. So I'm curious to how this is going to work. Cannot be destroyed or defused once deployment is complete. A warning sound plays for a short duration before detonation. Create a blue zone sphere with a maximum radius of 20 meters upon detonation. What did I say? 25? Deal 14 damage per second. The freezing effect is applied. Spawns only from satellites. So this freezing, them saying this freezing effect is applied, makes me think that some of these items, like this one, the blue zone grenade launcher, those are not going to go away. Those are actually going to stay, and the freezing effect will be removed once the freezing situation leaves Erangel. And I wonder if these items are going to make their way to the other maps. Spawns only from satellites. Oh, well, if this satellite thing is, who knows? Who knows what PUBG is doing? You said deployment will stick to cars. That's what it said. Just went by there. Headed to bed. See you later, Mortar Queen. Thanks for coming through for a minute. Hopefully you get some rest. Oh, let's see. Now I'm not so certain. The amount of effort that they're putting into this snow thing, it makes me think that maybe it's not going to go away. I don't know. Not sure. I assume it is because of these, like when it says the freezing effect is applied, I assume that means that they're going to remove the freezing effect at some point. But maybe that's because the blue zone in other maps don't have it. When worn, it blocks a certain amount of blue damage. My bad. Doing some tech support there for my dad on his phone. All right, so let's see. What do we got here? Blue zone needs to deployment 6 cars. What? How? Isn't that supposed to be ground-based equipment? I don't know. That's so crazy, right? This, supposedly, you can attach it to the top of a US. Probably not a BRDM. Maybe you can attach it to a BRDM like C4. Oh, because I think it's supposed to act as like C4, but a blue zone. All right, new item, thermal protection suit. This update introduces the thermal protection suit, an essential item for surviving a bone-chilling climate. When worn, it blocks a certain amount of blue zone damage. Blocking blue zone damage also prevents the freezing effect. The suit's appearance changes with durability, reflecting its damaged state. You can see it's kind of like chrome, and then like kind of burnt, and then like completely burnt. When worn together with the jammer pack, anti-blue zone protection is cumulative. Item durability is consumed in the following order: jammer pack, then thermal protection suit. Spawns only from satellites. People are just going to live in the blue zone. Weather survival now requires braving even harsher cold. As blizzards sweep across the map and Erangel is blanketed in white, the climate grows increasingly unforgiving. Applies to normal match, ranked, and custom. So like the longer the match goes, the more snowy it gets. We're introducing a more extreme version of Erangel Subzero with the addition of the new special zone featuring crashing satellites, the Frost Zone Bomb, and the thermal protection suit. We've expanded both the threats players face and the tools to counter them. Combined with intensive dynamic weather, these changes aim to heighten the tension of surviving in brutal cold. Through this update, we hope you experience the true meaning of survival in an even more unforgiving environment. World Rondo. Following the recent changes to Rondo, we've rebalanced item spawns across the map to ensure a smoother and more consistent looting experience. Spawn changes to provide a looting experience comparable with other 8x8 kilometer maps. Spawn rates for various world spawn items have been adjusted. Weapon attachments, throwable spawns inside the secret rooms have been increased. Fixed spawn spots and total spawn quantity of the inflatable boats have been reduced. What changes did they make to Rondo? Tech support was uncalled for while I'm here. Yeah, bro, that's what I am. You think you're tech support? I guess just these spawns. Just the loot tables are jacked up anyway. Which I suspect the loot tables are all messed up because of bots. So the more bots there are, they have items, and the game can only load so many items. So if bots have items, then that means there has to be less items on the ground. So kill bots to loot. That's what they want you to do. Following player feedback on account security, we're introducing the secondary password feature in update 39.2. Setup and usage guide. The secondary password must be a 6 to 8 digit number, and SMS authentication is required for both initial setup and resets. Even if you have previously completed SMS authentication for ranked play, reauthentication is required to set up the secondary password. You can set up the secondary password by clicking Set Secondary Password from the Career Overview page or the Ranked menu. The same digit cannot be used 3 times in a row. Accounts with a secondary password enabled will be prompted to verify the password every 24 hours when entering the lobby. So basically every day you got to do it. It's English, do you speak it? What are you talking about? I've been practicing it for 40 years. It's not so easy. You still learn new words practicing. Let's see. The secondary password can be reset by clicking Reset Secondary Password from the Career Overview page or the Secondary Password Authentication pop-up. After 5 or more incorrect attempts, you will be directed to the secondary password reset process. Who is going to put this on their account? I think I'll probably do it. Is everybody going to do it? Important notes. Secondary password authentication is required to play ranked matches. Accounts with a secondary password can still access all other content except ranked mode. The existing SMS authentication requirement for ranked mode has been removed and replaced with a secondary password setup. If any member of a party does not have a secondary password enabled, the party will not be able to play ranked matches. If you forget your secondary password, you can reset it. However, disabling the secondary password requires contacting customer support. That's going to it'll take you like a week to get it disabled. If SMS authentication is attempted more than 10 times, sending PIN codes will be restricted for 24 hours. With this update, we're introducing the secondary password feature, a long requested addition from the community. We understand that the updated requirements for ranked mode may cause some inconvenience, but this change is intended to help prevent account theft and create a safer competitive environment. We appreciate your understanding as we transition from SMS authentication to the secondary password feature, and will continue to improve account security moving forward. Ninja's the only person I know so far who knows big words that makes me feel like I don't know English. Game is now up. Game is up now, I think. Jeez, that's crazy. Arcade, Team Deathmatch. The following updates apply to custom match as well. Before and after. First kill. Okay, so it's smaller. Does it have to be here? The brightness is, it's like more desaturated. Can we have it slide from like this? Like, see how this after and before is? They should be having it slide in from the top of the screen like that. That's what should be happening. Maybe turn it into a kill feed animation like the rest of the kill feed animations from progressive skins. Adjusted the images, display duration, and size of on-screen notifications based on player feedback. It should be, I'm gonna have to design it and send them an image because they don't know what they're doing. Workshop. New item sets have been added to the Hunter's Chest and Archivist Chest. Minx and Maven, Survivor Pass Spirit Squad. Oh, okay. Survivor Pass. A brand new Survivor Pass is prepared for update 39.2. Read more details on January store update announcement. Hideout. The maximum number of weapon skins that can be salvaged at once has been increased from 24 to 60. UX UI, console adjusted visual effects that display different on Xbox. Bug fixes, gameplay. Fix an issue where the sound effect for the adrenaline surge would intermittently cut off during use. Fix an issue where under specific circumstances set priority became locked when boarding the motor glider, preventing players from boarding correctly. PC. Fix an issue where sprint did not resume after using bandages when sprint toggle was enabled. Who uses sprint toggle? Do you guys use sprint toggle? Console. Fix an issue on Xbox where in-game audio did not work properly when Dolby Access was enabled. World. Fix an issue on Rondo map where safe zones spawned in unintended locations. Maybe that's season pass skins. These ones are. I have the store update here, I think, too. You use toggle? I know that, but I'm curious. I know people that use toggle run or toggle sprint. You can use toggle ADS too if you want. I don't mind, but there's downsides to it though. Fix an issue where part of the BP icon was cut off on the end of match screen. Fix an issue where the part of BP icon was cut off at the end of match screen. Fix an issue where notification indicators on special vehicle skin customization items were displayed incorrectly in the edit skin screen. Fix an issue where Korean particles following nicknames ending in lowercase n or m were displayed incorrectly in the match log and other areas in the Korean language settings. Fix an issue where a system message appeared twice when pressing the assigned hotkey without a throwable equipped. Fix an issue where the spacing between the character status panel and the HP bar appeared abnormal while spectating. Fix an issue where the player 1's markers were not displayed while the show team markers setting was enabled in observer mode. Fix an issue where the part of player 1's waypoints was still displayed while the hide team marker settings was enabled in observer mode. Fix an issue where the DirectX version showed in the settings graphics advanced tab did not match the version actually applied on first launch. Oh my god. I wonder what version I'm actually using then. Items and skins. Clipping issue graphics that are shown outside the visible part of an image object. Fix an issue where the Rondo vehicle skins were not displayed correctly after returning from the system menu on the customization vehicle page. Fix a clipping issue when wearing the Balenciaga 360 mask, sunglasses, or Balenciaga Venice Beach mask with certain hats. Fix a clipping issue when wearing the PGC 2024 light top or Cerberus jacket with a vest. People are different. Yeah. Why are you judging? I'm not judging. Let's see. Fix an issue where the tire wheel textures of the Panamera Turbo S sedan skin was displayed incorrectly at certain distances. I was asking because I'm not sure if it's better or worse. Generally speaking, I think having control over everything in PUBG is better. So like, you should be vaulting separately, then vault and jump should be separate. ADS and aim or hip fire should be separate. So in general, I do use toggle crouch. Fixing a clipping issue around the pelvic area when the female character wore certain skirts. Fix an issue where the Singhun's Tiger Starfire mask and earrings should be worn together. Fixed an issue where the left rear door frame of the Panamera Turbo S sedan skin was not displayed correctly. Fixed an issue where the ankles became transparent when the female character wore the Shiba jogger leggings with Mad Nurse's boots. I use toggle crouch. Hello players, that's you guys. We're sharing regional map preferences, data, and rotation details for update 39.2 below. Map preference by region. Map preference measurements from October 22nd to December 15th. So NA, of course, Erangel is your #1 map. And then if you look at, it's Erangel basically across the board except in Asia and Cacao. Cacao is Sandhawk, which is the wildest thing. And then #2 across the board is Tego. So Erangel is now, if you look at this, Erangel is the #1 map. And then Tego. And then you could dispute between Vikendi, Sandhawk, and Miramar, which I would say is up between Vikendi and Sandhawk. Asia. Map service. We don't necessarily need to know. There's 4 weeks in this next schedule, and we are NA, so the first week, it's a featured map selected in all regions during one selectable. So this first week, Erangel is now a selectable map, which means queues are going to be torched. They're going to be so cooked that for this first week, Erangel will have a double the normal matchmaking probability from during weeks 2 to 3. 8-kilometer maps have roughly double the matchmaking probability of smaller maps. So there's, 5. So that's 20. This is like, there's this 20, 20, 20, and this is like 22%, 22%, 22%, 22%, and then was that like 12? Something like that. But double the normal matchmaking probability in weeks 2 and 3. So this is 44%. This is going to be 44% Erangel for week 2 and 3. And then week 1, everybody's going to be selecting Erangel for the first couple days, and then it's going to be broken for the rest of the week. And that's the matchmaking. What have I missed? Salami, what's up? Happy birthday. Use toggles crouch, nothing else. GG. Toggle crouch. That's because in order to continuously press crouch as much as I do, it doesn't make sense. Plus, I can mess with it and see, but I spend a lot of time in the map, so sometimes I'm like crouched behind walls. I'll mess with it and see, but I'm already, right now, currently my focus is not on crouch. My focus is on getting holster weapons on a better spot, so I can use that more when I'm reload canceling. All right. January store update. So basically what we can glean from this is Erangel is the best map, duh. And for the first week, queues are going to be weird again. And then for the next following weeks, it should be mostly Erangel. And don't expect to see Sandhawk again for a month, if that. Maybe even more. Just change the slot of weapon in settings if you were used to it and don't want to remap your brain for that. I mean, I use mine 1 and 2. That's not a problem. It's the holster button. It's just weird. Hello, players, again. That's you guys. Welcome to the first store update of 2026. January store update introduces a new Survivor Pass, colored smoke grenade, skins, the True Elegance collection, and more. New items and skins. All featured items may be available again at a later date via the workshop, your shop, or other in-game features, as well as various events and promotions. The sale periods shown below are subject to change. Survivor Pass is off range. Due to legal regulations, the Survivor Pass is not available for purchase eligible in the Netherlands. Oh, that's L for them. Rope in, saddle up, and hold on for dear life in the Survivor Pass off range. Another cowboy hat. Nice. Sale period PC January 7th after live maintenance. That's basically right now till February 4th. Console will be next week after live maintenance till February 12th. True Elegance. You have a Cyberpunk keyboard from 100 years in present, so I don't know your key mapping. It's X or is it Z? It's X. It's Z. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out later. True Elegance. Bring a touch of elegance to the battlegrounds with True Elegance collection. This hat here, these hats are also on the, I was just wearing that. I have it currently. This guy's wearing very fancy stuff. Is this emote going to be a piano? Are you going to be able to bust the piano out in your emote? Or this, what is this thing called? Is it it's not a cello, is it? Keyboard have seen separation early on. Sales period January 7th after live maintenance to October 14th. Console January 15th after live maintenance to October 22nd. Hideout weapon skins. Contraband crate. Your favorite colored smoke skins return in January's contraband crate with new colors. Pink and yellow. I like this yellow. Don't we already have a hot pink? I mean, this is a nice soft pink. But what color do you guys want? Pink smoke? GG. Harmony wants the pink smoke. I support more smoke colors, so red, bruh. What do you mean red? I already have red. I don't have a red throwable. I have a red 40 millimeter for the grenade launcher. Cookie Monster will go from pink smoke. Oh, yeah, true. Gilded Circuit Contraband Crate. Sales period PC January 7th after live server maintenance June 17th. Console is January 15th after live server maintenance. Just to let you know, you're going to be rolling on these crates to get these items. So if you are also rolling on progressives, you're going to have to make a choice. Although this goes until June, so I would focus on progressives first and then go for the smokes. But if you can't wait, then you could always try to use scrap. I think there will ever be red smoke. I have red smoke in the I have red smoke from the M79, the 40 millimeter. I don't ever use it though. I think it's a great tool to use to trick somebody to think that it's a crate drop. Is it a shader red? It's almost nearly the same. The first store update of 2026 is the first ever folded shield skin. No shot. Did you see an ad? I didn't even notice. Oh, you're in an ad. I'll wait. This is almost over anyway. Unapproachable folded shield. The first, oh yeah, I already read that. Sales that's PC January 7th after live server maintenance. Consoles January 15th after live maintenance. Happy shopping, PUBG Battlegrounds team. Crimson Red Folding Shield. Game of the year. You heard it here first. Folded shield buff incoming. Just, can you wait till you get a progressive folded shield? Yo, what is going on? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the updates is. This is only 39.2. It's not that big of an update. Obviously, you're going to have a new pass. We'll do that for a month. Then the next patch will be patch 40. you'll probably see some bigger stuff going on then. They'll probably remove, well, I'm not going to even speculate at this point because PUBG is doing things that I don't expect them to be doing, and they're completely off patterns that I've recognized. So I can't really speculate. If I had to speculate, because I'm going to, is typically they're going to take away the freezing stuff from Erangel. Typical. No, they're going, that's what they would do. So all the freezing effects would go away. The blue zone grenade launcher and the blue zone placeable thing, C4 thing, what was that thing called? Frost zone bomb. Those will probably stay and be spread out to the other maps. But now I'm so unsure because this Subzero thing, I just don't they've put in so much work for it to be taken away. Is Erangel gonna stay frozen, you think? Anybody got any ideas? What do they think? What's everybody think? Do they think Erangel's going to stay frozen? Or are they going to go back to normal and just remove the frost effects and keep these blue zone weapons? But then what about these satellite stuff? Is this going to be a limited item? It only comes in the satellite. So are they going to have crashing satellites? But the crashing satellite is causing the weather change. What's going to happen?